aggressive.
Oh.
It was aggressive.
We got a lot of energy in here.
Yes. Well, they do. I am dead. Welcome to Attacking the Show, TV's only source for all the stuff you care about. I'm Kevin Pereira. It's good to see you.
And I'm Candace Bailey. We're coming to you live from the G4 Studios in Los Angeles.
And on the old program today, Joe Lo Truglio from Paul will be here live to talk about aliens and fondling their nether regions. And we'll have breaking news from Gamescom, including the trailer for the ginormous Caspian Sea level of Battlefield 3. It holds up to 64 gentlemen warriors. That's a lot of 14-year-olds teabagging each other in one map. That's what that'll be. Have you ever played Battlefield? That's all it is.
Teabagging each other?
Yeah, mostly,
That's
yeah.
gross.
If and when I ever get a kill. It's like 5 bags per kill.
Ew, stop it.
Toggle crouch, toggle crouch,
Stop.
toggle
And
crouch.
then Chris Gore is here to review Priest, Season 5 of Dexter, and Outcasts on DVD Tuesday. And then Payslip takes adrenaline junkies to the X Games and the Big Air competition. She also hangs out with a 14-year-old phenom. So go Allison, the new mayor of Cougar Dinos phenom.
You want to redo? Because it's a good joke. It is a good joke.
Oh, okay.
It's a good one. All right, let's do it one more. Let's roll it back just a bit. Just a bit. All right, here we go. What else does Allison do at the Big Air competition, Candace?
Oh, well, she also hangs out with a 14-year-old phenom. Go Allison, the new mayor of Cougar Town.
Yeah! They give her a sash and everything.
Whenever there's an interweb, there are viral videos.
Should we go around them?
I think we should.
Okay. Today's number 5 item is footage from a monster truck tug of war, which is actually it's how they settle most disputes in Alabama.
Kevin?
You've never owned a monster truck. Relax.
I have never owned one, but I am from Alabama.
Oh, right.
I am sick of you making these Alabama jokes.
How convenient that I chose that place to make fun of. Sorry. Was Gravedigger on your debate team? That was a monster truck joke. What? Ah, whatever.
Word of advice. When you strap 2 hulking machines to each other and have them pull in opposite directions, bad things may happen.
I suppose if you can't count and you need to settle an argument about whose girlfriend or wife or mother has the most teeth, that's how you do it, right?
That's the most
like at some point you just get to the trucks and start pulling them.
I don't know, but that monster truck got murdered.
It did, but now they know who's the bigger man. That's the most important part, right?
No, couldn't they have just compared horsepower or, penis size like most guys do?
Apparently you've never seen a penis tug of war. Because, let me tell you, not pretty, and they never end in a draw.
What does that mean?
It's a painful conclusion, believe me.
Have you done that?
I've done 3.
3?
3.5, technically. Yeah. You gotta lose sometime, boys. You know what I mean?
I don't even want to know what that means. And at number 4 today, the world's most questionable community pool.
In Hungary, there's no water slide for the kids, but they do have this to play on. Why is it that actually, somehow still looks safer than going to Six Flags?
It doesn't to me.
It totally does to me.
Okay, the heavy machinery is scary, but the color of the pool water was
look at that.
disgusting.
That is something that comes out of your nose after a week in Vegas. That is just the color. If you're swimming in electric Gatorade and phlegm, it's time to get out of the water and grab a Geiger counter.
Oh, it's so dirty.
Your skin just makes a ticking noise at that point. Ooh.
And at number 3 today, someone's commute to work just got a little bit complicated.
Yes, time to play Highway Pinball. A bunch of amateurs being amateurish out on the highway. They don't know how to play that game. Seriously, you're supposed to keep the slide going as long as possible. That's how this works. You want to hit every obstacle, car, person, whatever, in your way while looking for ramps to increase your momentum. That's how you increase the multiplier. Then you explode at the last second. It's a bonus and everybody wins. You know what I mean? That's how you play that game.
I find it truly amazing that you survive your drive to work every day.
Well, I mean, save for the plate in my head and the bionic sphincter, I am doing great. So, it sounds like a space door opening and closing. It sounds like a Star Trek sound effect.
Ew.
Captain's log.
I just wanted to point something out really quickly.
What?
Kevin got in a car accident. And I'm not saying this.
Why are you saying this? Why are you saying this, Candace?
Because you always make fun of me and my driving skills, and now you are the one who's in an accident, and not myself.
I think the way to phrase it is someone had the pleasure of being stricken by my car. I think that's the way I prefer to say it.
So what happened?
Two objects collided. I had an accident in my car.
So you hit someone.
No, I pooped myself driving home. That's I was. There was a car full of people visiting from another country down Sunset.
What country?
It doesn't matter. Think of the
male or female.
Female.
Of course you would say that.
Of course, I checked each one personally.
Even if they were.
Before calling in a claim.
That they were.
Let's just say this car was so cliche. I don't have to report this to my insurance. But they stopped. They slammed on the brakes to put their camera out the window to snap photos down Sunset. So of course, I drove as quickly as possible into them to let them know that is not the way you should do it. So it was entirely my bad. I was falling too close.
That's really annoying, Kevin.
It was pretty terrible, and I'm glad that you feel sympathy for me, and I'm glad you're concerned as a friend.
I am concerned. You know what else is annoying? Hipsters.
Oh, you know what's really annoying? Sorority girls.
Oh, you know what else is annoying? People who make up their own lyrics for Chris Brown's bouncy dubstep track, Look at Me Now.
Gosh, you are right. And you know what's even more annoying than that? People who make up their own lyrics for Rebecca Black's viral pop monstrosity, Friday.
And do you know what this video has?
Well, all of the things!
Wait, hold up. Remix!
happens.
I'm gonna be honest though. I'm gonna. Honesty is my new thing.
Please,
It's my new thing. I'm trying it out this week. I think every guy in this room that's like age, I'll say 28 or older, I think I can speak for that, thought like there were waves to watching that video. At first you're like, oh, there was a time in my life I would have had sex with all those girls. And it probably wasn't that long ago for all of us. But then by the end of it, you're like, I'd still have sex with all those girls. I'd still probably, boy, that's annoying. You know, I would hit the mute button on them, but I'd still probably give it.
Oh, I'm so sure. You wouldn't.
I'll toss a bone their way.
Really?
They're
cute.
I hit them with my
They're
car.
like 18.
What? They weren't. Were
You're
they?
like a grandpa. They're sorority. You're in a sorority.
Is it legal? That's the only question you have to ask yourself.
Yes, yeah. I think it's legal.
It's like horseshoes. If it's close enough, a judge is going to see it your way.
All right, still ahead. It's time to dress for success! Ladies, before you head to the nightclub, go 107 number 1 ATM.
Am I dressed for success?
Maybe.
Okay. What are we doing?
Just hands up.
You were doing this,
No,
though.
I know, but do hands up, hands up.
Hands up. All right.
Clapping.
I'm enabling her OCD. She can't read the words until she claps 12 times.
That's not my OCD. You know my OCD, and that is not it.
We do. How would you spell the OCD?
MNOABCBCD.
Yes. Don't try to decipher it. It's her own Da Vinci Code, and it's adorable. Let's talk about our number one, shall we?
We shall.
Yes, we shall. Poorly produced local commercials are like the cold fusion of around the net. They just keep on delivering greatness without showing any signs of stopping.
Today's number one item is an incredible example of just how great local commercials can be. Here's an ad for Memphis, Tennessee's Divine Rags, conveniently located in the Wolf Chase Galleria.
Yes. Although we're still not exactly sure if this is an advertisement for the store or like a singles ad for the guy who's running it.
Have you ever seen a beautiful, well-dressed woman dancing and getting down on the dance floor? Amazing, isn't it? Excuse me, miss. Where did you get this fabulous outfit from?
Well,
They always say they got it from Divine Rags at Wolf Chase Mall. Beautiful women. I'm fascinated always. I'm fascinated more by a well-dressed woman. Do you shop at Divine Rags? Maybe you too might fascinate me.
You know what my favorite part of that video was?
What?
It's the part where he kisses the dog. No.
That was my favorite part, too,
That's
though.
so funny.
Maybe it's just me, but I would definitely shop there for my next fabulous outfit.
Of course you would. It's a proven strategy, and I know it's proven because he stole it from me.
What?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Okay, you're talking about your little garage sale thingy, right?
My little garage sale thingy? That was a
Yeah.
legitimate business and an excellent source of tax-free income, I'll have you know. Hey, are you in need of a sexy new outfit for your next town-hitting excursion? Well, you should come on down to Kevin's House of Things Stolen from the AOTS set. Now, all kinds of outfits have been snuck past our building security, and now I'm offering them to you at low, low prices. If your wardrobe needs refreshment, why don't you grab a hot, hot item from Kevin's House of Things Stolen from the AOTS set. How about a sultry little squid?
What man could resist me?
Good question. I haven't met him. We've got literally dozens of pieces priced to move quickly, including this attractive little bear.
I'm gonna get some serious tail tonight.
You probably are. We've got something for everyone at Kevin's House of Things Stolen from the AOTS set. You're trying to hide some facial blemishes or that excess fugly? Covered. Always wanted a beard, but can't grow one?
Yes! Oh my God, yes!
I can't lie. I don't want to scratch it. Are you into some kinky? Yeah, you're welcome, creeper. I've also got great deals on royalty-free superheroes like this gently used sparkle lantern.
the mustache really makes me stand out in the club.
Of course, it's like a sex beacon. We've also got several pairs of Hawaiian shirts and sex offender slacks for sale at prices you just can't beat anywhere.
I had to learn that the hard way. Look at me. I'm pink.
So come on down to Kevin's House of Things Stolen from the AOTS set. And come quickly. Seriously, I think the cops are getting wise. Oh, what's that? Her Royal Highness Queen Elizabeth II?
I cry foul. These prices are too low.
Visit Kevin's House of Things Stolen from the AOTS set, conveniently located in the former home of the Soup Plantation in Studio City. You know, the one that was closed after a snake infestation.
At one point, that made sense. Is it more than
Where did
just
that
me,
idea
right?
come
At one
on?
point it did. I think it did. And what was Sarah Underwood doing to me half the time?
She was getting it.
She was in there.
She was. Get him, Sarah.
Yeah, my elbow's pregnant. Thank you.
No, it was perfect.
I never
Just
saw the
what you
video.
did.
You said get all over Kevin, so I did it.
They told me to, so I did.
And now you know why the skit got approved.
Do you like your comics really, really beautiful and really, really violent?
Well, that's all Blair Butler likes, so here's fresh ink.
Undead cowboys, murderous ghosts, and superheroes bleeding from the eyes. That's right, welcome to a violently colorful edition of Fresh Ink. Explosion! Howdy, Pilgrim. Wild West not wild enough for you, partner? I'm gonna stop doing that voice now. Look, just add a little bit of the supernatural, throw in some mystical murder weapons, and you have Indie Comics hit The Sixth Gun.
This gunslinging series follows a set of mystical revolvers, each with its own sinister power. But when one of these supernatural pistols falls into the hands of a plucky frontier gal and a dapper drifter, all hell breaks loose. Soon the weapon's evil owner decides he wants his cursed gun back and chases it down with a gang of freakishly creepy cowboys in tow. A gorgeous book and a great story make Sixth Gun well worth doubling down on.
Time now to move from the supernatural, oh, okay, bye, to the superheroic with Halcyon.
This criminally overlooked comic has a killer concept. The world's greatest supervillain turns himself into the authorities and uses his mad scientist powers to build a machine that makes committing violence of any kind impossible. In fact, anytime anyone, even the world's greatest heroes, merely contemplates an act of aggression, they wind up bleeding from the face and eyeballs, which is never a good sign. But what happens to the good guys in a world without crime? Here's a hint. The hits the fan in a series of terribly entertaining plot twists. I won't spoil them, but you should read this.
And finally, things get seriously scary in the latest volume of Lock and Key.
Sit back and look in wonder at the fourth installment of this skin-crawling story about a damaged family living in a house full of magical keys and transmogrifying doors. The newest storyline, Keys to the Kingdom, contains not only a surreal tribute to Calvin and Hobbes cartoonist Bill Watterson, but also a major plot twist that sets the stage for the series' epic conclusion.
Folks, we are living in a glorious age of comic book goodness. Just don't let the rays of awesome melt your face.
Tremble in fear, bad movies. Chris Score's here. I am a superhero. Welcome back, film expert Chris Gore.
Thank you, folks. Thank you. I quite enjoyed the video with those girls singing. I think
I'm sure you did.
There are a couple of daytime sixes in there, but at night I could see them coming up to 8. Possible 8s. Possible 8s in the bunch.
Yeah. What's up first, Chris?
Yes, well, first is up Priest.
Okay, I can't believe we're looking at yet another post-apocalyptic vampire movie. Did you like Priest more than Stakeland?
Much more. I mean, like,
Yeah?
the action in this is amazing. It's got vampires that are badass. They're actually evolved. They have these huge claws and sort of no eyes. Are like these creepy, slimy moles. And Paul Bettany's amazing. Maggie Q she's incredible on a motorcycle.
She's intense.
And it's really, for me, like, the action works and the story's amazing, and it's based on a Japanese comic book, too.
Cool. Well, how are the special features?
Special features are great. There's a great commentary track where the actors are included. I love when hearing Paul Bettany and Maggie Q kind of chime in on the commentary. Whenever they're included, it's great. There's a whole bunch of behind the scenes. There's deleted scenes, including an alternate ending. And then I love.
How's the alternate ending?
The alternate ending is it's more like a tag that I can't tell you what the alternate ending is.
I said, how is it?
How is it? Oh, it's pretty good. Pretty good alternate ending. It's pretty good.
Okay.
but not good enough to put in the movie because
so
they
it's
did
not as
cut
good
it.
as the original ending.
Exactly, but I love the pop-up, how you have the pop-up screen, which they do in this, where they sort of roll in all the special features and you can sort of watch the movie with the little behind the scenes.
Oh, that's
I
cute.
love
like that. All right, bottom line.
Bottom line is buy it.
Really?
Priest.
Bye.
Great. Vampire
Awesome.
Song.
All right, what else do you have to check out?
Outcasts. Outcasts.
Now, what is this BBC show all about?
Well, it was actually inspired by a quote from Stephen Hawking that as humans we must reach for the stars because eventually the Earth is going to get destroyed. And that's how this starts. Is we learn that basically there's been some cataclysm on Earth and there are all these ships that have gone to a planet called Carpathia and they've been there for 5 years trying to rebuild society. And a starship shows up out of nowhere that's 5 years late, kind of damaged and wants to land. What's interesting is Jamie Bamber is in this. Apollo from Battlestar Galactica, which is cool. And what I love about the show is it really deals with real science fiction. You know, how do they deal with society? How do they deal with politics? How do they deal with religion? How do they deal with the fact they're on a planet they don't know what they can eat? How do they deal with the environment?
Is it depressing?
It's a little depressing, but great political intrigue. And there's even sex in it. Not as much nudity as I would have liked.
And there's even sex in it. I love that's your selling point.
Sex is a part of life.
All right, bottom line.
Gotta deal with it sometimes. Anyways, bottom line, it's an 8-episode. Look on it as an 8-episode miniseries, but it's a rent, like a strong recommendation to rent, only because there's not a lot of extras.
Okay,
Great
all right.
show, great show.
Next DVD.
Is Dexter the 5th season?
Now, what's everyone's favorite serial killer up to this season?
Well, this, of course, is coming off of the season with John Lithgow, which I thought was one of the best since the first season. Yeah, but Julia Stiles' character, Lumen, completely ruins the show for me. I mean, her sort of pairing with Dexter.
Or her as an actress?
Her character. Not. I wouldn't blame Julia Stiles. It's just the way the character was written, kind of paired up with Dexter. She's looking for some kind of revenge, and Dexter, of course, breaks all his rules. It just, I
thought she was a little annoying, a little.
She was
frustrating.
annoying. She was annoying.
I still really liked it.
No, okay, you liked it. I thought she was annoying in the way that Robin can be annoying when Batman's actually trying to get work done. She was annoying.
All right, I can see that. Okay, okay, bottom line.
Bottom line is pass.
What?
Also because
No.
it's a horrible season, and also there's no extras on this. There's no extras.
Who cares?
No extras.
Y'all,
Yes.
it is not a pass.
Look,
It is not
to
a
the
pass.
producers at the Dexter DVDs, how about some extras, commentary, behind the scenes, something? Episodes of Californication and The Tudors aren't extras. They're other shows. I bought Dexter. Give me more Dexter.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, so Dexter season 5 is rent. Now we've got time for a quick pick.
Oh, we do? Well, then I would have to say The Big Lebowski on Blu-ray. You can't go wrong with a little Big Lebowski in your life. Can't get enough of it.
All right, thanks, Chris. Always
Thank
a
you.
pleasure.
Yeah, thank you.
One more, Gore. Follow him on Twitter at @BackRiceGore. And now let's go over to Kevin.
Get a room, you two. Still ahead, will the iPad 3 be here for Christmas? Sarah Underwood will let you know in the feed. And then...
Oh, that's a real Sarah, too.
I'm just taking my time with this read. Hold on. And then Allison Hayslip goes to the X Games to check out the Moto X, Street Skate, and Big Air competitions. Plus, Joe Lo Truglio from Paul and the State will be here live in the studio.
Today's Road Report is brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Visit geico.com for a free rate quote.
What kinds of cars do chicks like?
Red ones. What should I drink with a steak? Blood.
Which button should I fasten on my dinner jacket?
Ask your vagina.
All right, everybody, it's time for headlines. And the actual ones, not the bad Jay Leno bit.
Here's Sarah Underwood.
Thanks, guys. Right now it is time to start the feed.
All the news you need to know. The feed.
It's Tuesday, August 16th, and here are your top stories. Apple fanboys have been waiting to hear more about an early fall release for the juiced-up iPad 3. Well, guess what?
What?
It's been delayed. According to multiple sources, Cupertino's plan to put as many as 8 million new iPads on store shelves by year's end has hit a major roadblock. Apple's display partners, LG, Samsung, and Sharp, simply haven't been able to produce enough of the new 9.7-inch Retina displays due to complications with such a large high-res screen. So now it looks like the next iPad won't arrive until early to mid next year. Sad face. And the UK has been trying to put the kibosh on social unrest in the wake of last week's riots, but now they've arrested a guy for just planning a water fight? The 20-year-old Colchester resident used Facebook and BlackBerry Messenger to organize a seemingly innocent public super soaker battle. British authorities somehow caught wind of the plan and are now charging the man with, quote, encouraging or assisting in the commission of an offense, which in American means fixing to raise a ruckus. It's unclear whether it's unclear whether the British authorities had an informant or if they're working with Research in Motion to wiretap the encrypted BBM network. Either way, I say this is not cool. Yeah. I want that to be more exciting. Like, I'm like, not cool, and then it's like,
no.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Think up something new. Anyways, we all know that mobile phones have become useful for a lot more than just talking. Email, gaming, news gathering, but evidently, they're also great for avoiding social interaction. A new study says that almost a third of people ages 18 to 29 have faked using their phone at least once in the past month to avoid talking or dealing with other people around them. The study also found that 42% of young people said they found themselves unable to complete a certain task because they didn't have their smartphone on them. So you're probably asking yourself, does this mean that in the future we're all going to become a bunch of drooling antisocial drones who can't even take a piss without a smartphone? The answer is yes. Yeah, probably.
Hey, remember earlier in the show when we were all rubbing up on it?
Oh, Ma. Hi, how are you, Ma? It's good to talk to you.
I can wait.
Yeah, I'm on the phone. Oh, I miss you too. I miss you too. I'm sorry.
Huh? I will wait forever.
I gotta. Mom, I'm sorry. Just a minute. Mom, I know. I'm really sorry. God, he's so annoying. And finally, we've got scoops from Germany and Gamescom 2011. The PS3 is getting its price dropped to $249, and trailers are piling up, like the new gameplay preview for Battlefield 3. It's the first look at the game's fighter jet gameplay. Oh yeah, and the intense 64-player Caspian map. Tanks, jets, explosions. Need I say more? On what's going down at Gamescom 2011, hit up g4tv.com/Gamescom. I'm Sarah Underwood. You've just been fed. Now back over to these guys.
Can you do this one? You had some good news before, but can you do this one?
Does anybody have any lithium? And I don't mean a battery.
You were the one who started the dance competition.
When did we have a dance competition?
Just
I was hitting on Sarah. There was news happening.
You danced.
I did dance.
Today we're looking at an up-and-coming adrenaline junkie.
Yes, the 14-year-old skateboarder, Mitchie Brusco.
Adrenaline junkies.
Sure, sports can be dangerous, but I'm about 75 feet up in the air, and if you want to play at the X Games, you have to be willing to skate off of this. Going big once again is ESPN's X Games. This time, the skateboards, motorcycles, and everything extreme are pounding the streets of LA in hopes of taking home X Games gold. This is Big Air. Okay, Mitchie, I'm just gonna get the obvious out of the way first. How old are you?
I'm 14.
And you're the youngest person in this X Games right now, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Do you have a sense of pride about that?
I'm just out here having fun. I don't really care. Age doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I mean, you've been skating with some of these guys for a while, right?
Yeah, for sure.
How did you get started skating?
I was 3 and a half, and I got this little, like, 14-inch skateboard, and I guess never got off of it.
Street skating is a hell of a lot different than doing this. How did you graduate from just doing, like, you know, a couple kick flips or whatever to this?
A slow process. I went from street to vert to mini mega, and then mini mega to mega bigger.
For the skateboarding purist, if launching 100 feet off a mega ramp isn't for you, then hit the street course for some good old-fashioned grinds. Can you explain a little about how this event in particular is actually scored and judged?
You have 45 seconds. You can only fall twice in the 45 seconds, and then your run is over, and then the next person goes.
For the most part, they try to design the street courses after actual places in the world that you guys skate, right?
Yeah, it's really cool. It's a whole different feel, you know. It feels like you're skating in the streets.
This is the first one I've seen where there's like a construction site going on.
Yeah, it was kind of weird at first. I was like, oh, they didn't finish the course, but no.
Sweet! I seem to have wandered backstage at the motocross event, so let's see what kind of mischief I can get into here.
X Games for us is like the Olympics for dirt bikes. It's the biggest event of the year, and it's where everything goes down. It's what everyone wants to see, and all that's pretty much the only thing sponsors care about is X Games.
How are these events scored and judged?
There's like 5 different judges on the panel, and they just pick whose tricks are better, and then they go off your lap times and see who won.
All right, so let's talk about your competition bike. What is it? What goes into it? Is it tricked out in any way?
Yeah, it's pretty much Kawasaki KX450, motors all done, suspension, pipe, silencer, bars, triple clamps. There's a lot going on.
So all 3 events you're in require judging of some sort, correct? Is it all very similar?
Yeah, it's all pretty similar. The only one's a little different is best whip was voted on by the fans, and then the other ones are just all judges. So it's all pretty similar.
Kind of safe to say that getting the fan favorite's sort of the coolest award you can get, right?
That's the most important one, man. If you got a lot of fans, you're doing something right.
That's a wrap to X Games 17, home of the broken records and the broken bones. Now, this may not be as extreme, but it's about what I can handle. Woo!
Speaking of adrenaline junkies, on tonight's episode of Proving Ground, the crew attempts to recreate Spider-Man's web slinging.
Will they be able to climb walls and shoot webs from their wrists?
How do I shot web?
3 people on the internet got that joke, but they're too jaded to appreciate it. I can actually shoot webs, Candace.
You can?
True, yeah, not from my wrists, but if... No, let me show...
Ew.
Hold on.
Wall crawling test, suction rig. You look like a really cool mix between the Rocketeer and Dr. Octopus.
Ew.
Slam it. That's awesome. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. Yeah! Oscar, good job. That's so cool.
Keep going, there you go. Keep going, there's the last moment. I did it!
Woo! Yeah!
Proving Ground is new right after Attack of the Show.
Hey, stay tuned. Joe Lo Truglio from Paul will be here live right after he's done... Oh.
Is that Cancer Cat?
I think it is, and I think they're just arm wrestling. Or they're thinking about arm wrestling.
Fail. You're dead. Major fail. Fail. You lose.
There were 2 hands. The movie Paul features nerds, Comic-Con, and stoner aliens. They basically had me at hello.
Spaceman balls.
Get your damn hands off my junk!
Joining me now, Joe Lo Truglio, everybody.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Kevin.
How are you, good sir?
I'm good.
Good. What's funny is that wasn't in the script. That was all your pure improv.
Pure improv. I just had the urge to juggle some Spaceballs. Last time I juggled Spaceballs, I was trying to figure out whether I wanted to watch the Mel Brooks comedy or a real science fiction show. I had to do it. Caught her up in the green room. Trying.
No, it was good. That works well. We're gonna save it for the evening show, though.
That's right. Open mic night. I'll get it.
Was Seth wasn't there in the ping pong balls, so you didn't actually fondle any of Rogan's?
No, I did not get that privilege.
Okay.
No.
Alien testicles? Are the consistency of what? Of yogurt, Nickelodeon gack?
Actually, dice. Actually, cubist.
Wow.
They're cubist, yeah.
Okay. So
Very
it's like
different.
a little
Now
mini
we're doing-
Rubik's Cube down
That's
there.
right. It's
And
kind of
cold
like
to
rolling
the
for
touch?
craps. That's all.
It's like rolling for craps.
Yeah, that's all. Snake eyes.
Put all the money on the cup. Paul, that's a craps show.
That's a craps term.
Wow. All right, never mind. Let's
Out of the
talk about
gutter.
Paul, shall we?
All right.
It's an homage to like the Spielbergian films, are they not?
It is. It is. Greg Mottola and Simon and Nick, all of us really involved, are such fans of the master. And those early Spielberg films certainly was an inspiration for the movie. And not just like Close Encounters or E.T., but even some shots from Duel and Sugarland Express.
Yeah.
Mottola had the camera moving around a lot for comedy.
And Spielberg for you means more than just the sci-fi films. Like Jaws fundamentally changed your life.
It made me. It was the first movie that like affected me so much that I wanted to know what a movie was. Like, how did they do that? How did he do that? So it got me involved and interested in making films, and being in them or making them didn't matter to me.
And you've been a shark furry since the first
from
viewing.
an early age. I had my first little outfit at like 6. Used it in the pool. Yeah, it's cute. It's adorable. It's like a little floaty.
Just floaty rings and a little shark fin. And it has also, I mean, obviously it made you interested in how movies were made and whatnot, but it also obviously made you want to be in them as well. And so you kind of got on the track of like sci-fi horror films.
Sci-fi and horror movies. I had a little Super 8 film, very old camera, and it had sprockets, and made like a little horror movie. Like it was. I think the first movie I made was called like The Woodland Meadows Massacre, and it was just like about a hand that would crawl around, and so there'd be a lot of like this type of cheap effects, and so it started pretty early.
And even it affected your artwork as well.
It did.
Because you were drawing sharks like mad.
Yeah, you can see it on my website. Like at 5 or 6, I was just drawing endless amounts of sharks. Like it made people go, is the kid okay? We think so.
Yeah.
He's just drawing a lot of sharks in school. Yeah.
At 5 or 6, that's acceptable. At like 26, 36, at that point.
Oh, this was at 36.
Oh, God.
This was only 4 years ago.
And you're hanging out with other kids drawing sharks in elementary school.
It was a very strange time. It was odd. Yeah. I got past it, though.
And I got to talk about this project here, because this is so cool. You wanted to build a teeny tiny movie theater and realized there was no market for teeny tiny movie posters.
I needed teeny tiny movie posters, so I started with a few of them. So this is a little project I'm doing where
These are awesome. Can we get a shot of them? Yeah, there we are. Look at that.
There we go. And I need to get a little movie theater. That's right, Kevin. Just
a little
to put
teeny
them up in
tiny
there.
movie theater.
And
now, what was what prompted this?
I've always been interested in like painting and drawing, and so I was with a friend, and he had these little canvases, and I'm like, why don't I just try to do a movie poster with them?
Your friend just casually had little canvases lying around?
It was odd. When he was at a dinner party, I said, pass the string beans, and he's like, I have these.
Yeah. And they're in a bin with dolls' heads.
Yes,
don't ask questions.
We were in an attic. It was 3 a.m.
There was dry ice everywhere, and we were out of ecstasy, so we figured, let's paint little movie posters.
We just, I think actually I had the canvases, and he's like, oh, you should, maybe movie posters. I thought it was a great idea.
Please tell me you're going to do an art night or Etsy these or sell these somewhere, because I've got to
Well,
get
the
some of
idea
these,
was to do like dozens of them and then put them up somewhere like in one big kind of square, made up like one big poster made up of little tiny posters. Yeah.
Could have made $1 million the other way, but that's fine. Have your big poster. Fine.
How much?
Have it show.
How much?
Honestly, they're awesome. I
Thank you,
I hope
man.
you
Thanks.
do choose to continue selling them. And you're hilarious, and Paul, and it's always so good to talk to you.
Thanks,
so,
man.
Thanks for coming down.
Thank you,
for talking.
Eddie.
Thanks for talking extra terresticles with us.
I like that.
I was trying to.
That was
Joe Lo Truglio, everybody. Paul is available on DVD and Blu-ray now. Stick around. Today's epic fail is coming up right after this, and please sell these. Seriously.
Yeah,
you
man.
gotta sell these.
Thanks, man.
I'm a huge fan of stuff like this.
Baxter had a really big head.
I'm sorry if I was a little too big. It wouldn't be the first time.
Coming up tomorrow on an all-new Attack of the Show. Morgan Webb drops by to rate Old Testament action game El Shaddai, Ascension of the Metatron. Punk rockers Bowling for Soup hits up the recording studio with Allison Hayslip to give her lessons on becoming a rock star. And we bug out when Action Reptiles joins us live with spiders, scorpions, and hissing cockroaches. Can I please take a sick day? See it tomorrow.
No, I don't care. I will visit you on your deathbed with those bugs. You are here tomorrow.
I don't know. I think I'm getting really sick.
Yeah, well, we have a cockroach-based cure for that tomorrow.
I don't want it.
Oh, it's gonna be so much fun. It's gonna be so much fun. We have this thing, it's called a bug mask, and it's not what it sounds. Unless it sounds like a face mask made of bugs, then it's what it sounds like. But
that is not happening.
we do need to make a bug mask.
Okay, we'll have you wear it, okay?
Right?
We'll make a bug mask
No,
and
we'll
you
play a
can wear
game
it.
for it. We'll have a dance-off, and the loser of the dance-off, you.
I think it's time
goes-
for today's epic fail.
All right, fine. If we learn one thing hosting the old Attack of the Show, it's that showing off on a motorcycle always ends badly.
But today, it doesn't just end badly for the cyclist.
What? The music made it 10 times funnier, too. Good pull, whoever did that one. That was great. Wow, what a show, huh?
What a show!
How about we make another one tomorrow with bugs?
Thanks to Joe Lo Truglio, Chris Moore, and Sarah Underwood.
Stick around. Proving Ground is going to start right now. Those are little bugs.
Those are not bugs.
Oh, yeah. You weren't so afraid of me then now.